there's a good chance you work more hours than a medieval peasant, and the reason why is stranger than greed. It sounds like a myth, but the historian Juliet Shore put numbers to it. A medieval English peasant worked somewhere around 1,000 to 1,300 hours a year. The average worker today, closer to 1,800, sometimes 2,000. So before you picture peasants as lazy, ask a better question. Not who worked less, but who owned the time. Now, honesty first. You may have heard peasants worked only 150 days a year. That number is real, but it's misleading. It came from peak wage years, and it counted only the work owed to the Lord, not their own fields, not the chores. Counted fully, they likely worked more than 200 days. The peasant wasn't free, but their time still moved differently. And that difference is the whole point. Here's what's easy to miss. The medieval year was full of holy days, saints' feasts, harvest rest, seasons that simply stopped the work. Roughly a third of the year was, by law of the church, not yours to spend working. Rest wasn't a reward you earned. It was built into time itself, but the deepest change wasn't the number of hours. It was the kind of time. The historian E.P. Thompson called it the shift from task to clock. The peasant worked by the task. You plow until the field is done. You rest when the sun sets. Time followed the work. Then the clock arrived, the same machine the monks built, and it reversed everything. Now the work follows the time. You don't stop when the task is finished. You stop when the clock says you may, and people fought it. Early factory workers resisted the clock. So factories moved the hands forward, locked the gates, fined you for lateness. The discipline of time had to be taught by force until eventually we taught it to ourselves. We call it being productive. So no, the point isn't that peasants had it better. They had famine, plague, and a lord. The point is quieter and worse. We didn't just lose hours. We lost the ability to feel when the work is done. The field is never plowed now. The clock never sets, and productivity might just be the modern name for obedience to a machine. So tonight, when the work follows you home, ask the old question the peasant never had to. Whose clock am I obeying? If this made you look at your calendar differently, there are 3 short reflections waiting. Start with the one on the monks who built the clock, and subscribe for the ones who think too much.